Hey guys, what's up? This is King Vox, and today I'm going to talk about balance in the game. If you go check on the forums like Reddit and stuff like that, I don't know why, but every single class in the game feels that they are the weakest class in the game, except for Valks, which are the weakest class in the game. Okay, Valks are aware of their handicaps and stuff like that, but a lot of them don't portray themselves as like weak. They still find a way to make it work. I really don't understand the whole mindset of things like strikers crying about, wizards and shit like that. Like, it's not to say that they have a DP because they have the DP buff versus like Magic or some shit like that, right? That they should dominate us 100% or some shit like that. Like, I don't know if that's the mentality of strikers and stuff like that, and that's probably why they cry, because they feel that they should be able to beat us like with no problem. Another thing is witches and wizards, or even all the magic classes out there, please stop giving up when these classes attack you. I'm so sick of this. Like, there's some people that I've literally played with that give up when they get attacked by these classes. Like, just don't, dude. Just don't. Oh my goodness, fight back. You can never win if you don't fight back. Oh my goodness. The whole mindset that this class is completely overwhelms you or whatever, that right there has lost the fight for you already. That's why you lose every single time. That's why your fighting percentage versus these classes is literally like 20% to 80%. It's just because you give up. You fucking lose the fight before the fight even starts. Just when you see her water skills or her kneeing around or some shit like that, right? The balancing in BDO is pretty tame. I won't say that wizards need help or anything like that, because I don't really feel that wizards need a buff. Like, obviously everyone that plays or mains a certain class, like, I love wizard, right? So the bias me is like, fuck yeah, we need a buff. What the fuck, we throw meteors. Fucking only thing that should be left after my meteor hit the ground is your fucking boots. Know what I mean? But the non-biased side of me understands that we have enough power. We're okay right now, and I know other wizards may not think so, because like I said on the forums, every class feels that they are the worst class, except for Valks, which they are. I'm just gonna, drill that into you guys here. Valkyrie right now is the class that needs the most help right now. I'm not saying they're completely broken right now, but they need help. They take way too much work compared to other classes to actually do good and stuff like that, and their switching was a little bit clunky. They really do need help, right? Warrior would, I would say, be the second, although you can't really notice it. People that actually play Warrior and that don't just play Warrior and cry and shit like that, like, the Spartan warriors out there that we know, the real warriors, I mean, hashtag like Oda and stuff like that, the people that never leave Warrior no matter what, those guys are still out there breaking people up, and they're a nightmare to fight against. Just in group situations, they just get fucked. So that's where they kind of need a little bit more protection, because in group fights they just get completely just ran over. But I mean, so there's witches and wizards and stuff like that as well. But here's the moral of the video, guys. Don't re-roll for things that you see on global labs or in Korea and stuff like that. And it's not that it won't, come to NA, because recently they've been pretty accurate. All that stuff usually does come straight to us, but that's not their main reason. The reason is every class is going to have their ups and downs. You're going to last longer on this game playing a class that you absolutely love and grinding on a class that you absolutely love, rather than jump into a class just for some power creep. And that can't be any more true than right now, So there's some classes that feel that they are going to be completely nerfed through the ground. That's Kuno. Right now, Kuno is the biggest crybaby on the forums, and they I don't know what's up with them. They want to reroll Witch and Wizard, like Witch and Wizard has it all easy. It's not true. Let me put it in this perspective, okay? Wizard, all the melee classes in the game have something to their advantage. Whether it's Musa's and Meiwa's intense speed and maneuverability to be able to just like dash wherever the hell they want and get the hell out of dodge and just like really think about a situation before they get into it. Rather it is, you know, striker and mystics, extreme defense and CC and stuff like that, and just they're just very resilient, right? Then you have Vulcan Warrior, which has hard blocks. I know everyone has an S blocks, but S blocks don't really mean anything when you have high AP or you're fighting against people with high AP. You know, S blocks get eaten, right? So then you have things like Dark Knights, which are extremely mobile. They just all over the place. They have some range attacks and all sorts of stuff like that to support them. And then you have, you know, Wizard. Okay, Wizard is indeed a melee character. Like, I know it's a caster and stuff like that, but we're in melee range. We have teleport, we have PA's long cooldown, can't really use it. What I'm just getting at is we're a class that can't outmaneuver any other melee class, and we have to be in melee range, which is the danger zone. Okay, all of our skills are pretty much, we have to be almost damn near in your face to do them, except for pre-awakenings, right? So just think about that for a second. Although we do have heals, everyone knows that a wizard heal has never stopped you from just completely train wrecking the hell out of it. Actually, wizards can't stand still and heal. When we do heal, we have to use like one tick of it and then run away or some shit like that, you know, unless it's our Sage's Light. Sage's Light is a whole different ball game. You can actually get that full thing off or whatever, but we're squishy. We really don't have a lot of stuff to get away from people. Like, we have super armor, but we don't have it like we used to. Like, Hellfire used to be, to be honest, I miss super armor on Hellfire. I miss this skill having some type of protection at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, we really only have two. This one is a very long animation, and people can literally kill you through the super armor now. It doesn't even save you. So I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. It's not as easy as you think being a wizard. We don't one-shot people like we used to. Now we pretty much have to hit people with like 12 spells or some shit to kill them. And that's just the truth of it. You know, we do have a grab, which the grab is really nice and something like that, whatever, but it's very unlikely that we one-shot people and grab like we used to. Before, we used to grab you and that was it. Boom, you would just die. You know, it ain't like that no more. Things have changed. Being a wizard is a lot harder than you think. Now that's not talking about PvE. PvE is a completely different ball game. We should completely wreck PvE. We can grind anywhere the hell we want in the game with just 140 AP. Don't give a damn, because we're wizards. You know, we clear out the whole block with one skill. It's beautiful. Even mobs that we didn't even know existed when we decided to press that skill. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, man, play the class that you absolutely love, because every class is going to receive balancing. Okay, there's never going to be a class that's just like on top of its game forever. I'm telling you guys, and there's never going to be a class that's going to be completely trash forever. Now, I know the exception is almost Valk, but like I said, Valks aren't as bad as people think they are. Valks just require people that actually have the skill to play them, and people that actually want to play them, you know, that have the drive to actually stick to that class and learn that class and play that class. That kind of goes across the line for every class. If you don't stick to your class, if you don't learn your class or whatever, you can't just think that you're going to switch to a class and just never switch out of your awakening and you're going to be fine. You're only going to be fine in places where you extremely outgear your opponent. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this game, and you can learn a lot from watching Korean PvP videos, because they completely utilize the whole kit of just about every class. If you watch a Korean wizard PvP, he uses his awakening. He uses like 2 skills in his awakening, and then everything else is like pre-awakening. They're like really crazy the way they combo things. And some things, the way how fast they cast the skills, you almost think that like it's impossible. Like, because sometimes I try that shit and I'm just like, how the hell did he cast those skills so fast? Like, what the hell is this guy using or something? This guy has like plus 20 attack speed or some shit. But I'm just telling you guys, I've never seen a class or whatever beat God for a long time. Ninjas used to suck back in the day. They used to get fucking 2-shotted. I remember when strikers came out, strikers used to just ball ninjas up. Wizards used to be gods pre-awakening, so that Rangers, look at where Ranger is now. And a lot of people, actually, some people might argue with you or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you, I think that there's nothing scarier than a geared Ranger. Yes, a geared Ranger is very scary. Whether they're using their awakening or their pre-awakening, that class is just a very powerful class, and a lot of people sleep on that class and don't understand how powerful Ranger is. And you can't just move to Ranger and think that you're just going to like fucking wreck everyone. Like I said, it requires skill. Sork requires skill. Zerker requires skill. They're not like mystics, witches or wizards or whatever, where you can just jump on, learn these classes or whatever in like half a day or whatever, and just go wreck people on your merry way. But yeah, so that's what it is. That's the end of this video. Please comment down below what you feel, you know, about the nerfs and the buffs. Like, do you feel that people overreact about these things? Because I certainly do. People get minus 1% damage. Oh my god, my class is dying. I'm posting my daddy. And I'm like the king of fucking reroll, but I never reroll looking for power. I always reroll because I felt that I wanted to play that class at that certain time, and that's fine. It's a game. The main objective of this game is to have fun, but I'm telling you guys, if you reroll just because of flavor of the month and you want to be strong or some shit like that, you're never going to be happy. You're always going to end up re-rolling back, you know. And I'm proof. I always come back to my wizard, no matter what. Like, as soon as a rainy day happened on that new class, I'm like, oh no, back to my wizard. This is where I'm comfortable at. This is where I'm safe at. It's dry in my cave. Peace out. This is King Vox.